Uh, Blueberry Hill, I remember, because I had Sam to play that back to me two or three times. I was singing tenor with Elvis, and I really liked that cut on it. And amazingly enough, Elvis he really could play the piano on that song. He played the chords on some of the others, but he really could play that one. It had the old Fats Domino, dun 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 dun, dun, that type of thing. Uh, but they were several uh, good things on there.
Tell me a little bit. There's this single that I've been playing recently. It's a fairly recent single of yours, called the EP Express, which came out in the States, I think, last year or end of the year before.
Yeah.
Do you tell me the story on that?
Last year. Well, I was on tour with John Cash. It was one of the last tours that I worked with John. I believe it must have been in June or July of last year, because I remember in August was the last tour that I worked with Johnny Cash. But we was out on tour, and I was sitting in the bus, and we were talking about Elvis and the hits that he'd had, and all the success. And this fellow was asking me about the old days with Presley, and how I thought he had changed through the years. And I was telling him that he's today like he always was. I mean, Elvis has always been Elvis. He was a little jittery, even in the studios. He moves a lot. He always had uh, just a lot of energy. He just didn't sit down and talk a lot. He was playing with a water pistol or doing something. He was, if you would be recording, he'd slip around and pinch you or so forth. He just he was full of life, and he was always like he is to this day, really a fine, generous person. But we was talking about him, and we got thinking about the songs and so forth. And then this fellow that I was talking with moved up to the front of the bus, and I was sitting back there, and I got the old guitar down, and I said, well, we really named off a lot of songs. And I got thinking, well, they'll make a song. I put my hound dog on your trail and found you at the Heartbreak Hotel, but that's all right, Mama, any way you do. And that's how I came up with it. I wrote it just one, two, three.
Okay, here it comes.
Well, I put my hound dog on your trail. I found you down the Heartbreak Hotel, but that's all right now, Mama, any way you do. Saw the folks out and Annie was shaking her fanny. You're right, I'm left, she's gone. But I'm warning you, man, laid off on the blue suede shoe. So, but I can't help but falling in love with you.
Do you still have some contact with Elvis to this day?
Well, not as much as I'd like to, Roger, but I haven't seen Elvis. Well, I saw him last year, not too long before Christmas. He's quite busy and pretty secluded when he's at home, and I understand this, and I just, I don't bother him. But as far as friendship, it's still there.
Is he a happy man, do you think?
Well,
You get the impression that at the moment he's not.
I do. I think maybe for this reason, when a man marries and has a child, and I know how much Elvis loved Priscilla and his little girl, and I think that knocks a big chunk out of a man. He replaces it with something else, searching for love, and hopefully he has done this. But I kind of old-fashioned, I guess. I think when this happens to a man, especially in Elvis's case, I really don't think he was ready for this to happen in his life, and it did. And I think it's something you just don't replace. And I think he'd probably trade a lot to go back.
That's the
to
root
just before.
cause of all the problems. Then,
Oh,
probably,
yes,
that he has,
yeah.
Give us a little preview, because of course you're here for the Wembley concerts on Monday, the third day of the country festival. Maybe you can give a little preview of the type of material you're going to be doing on stage.
Well, buddy, you've been playing it. I'm just gonna reach back in the old bag and do the songs that I think that my British fans may know and like. I've thought about it for a long time. When I found out I was going to get to come over here, I've looked forward to it. I've known about it now for a couple of months, and I really have, and I'm not just saying that. I've really looked forward to coming over. I've never worked the Wembley thing, but I understand that Mervyn Kahn does a fantastic job with it. I know that everybody in country music in Nashville just seems to jump at the chance to come and be a part of this big celebration. And I certainly am looking forward to it. I'm going to be there probably all 3 nights. I won't be performing until Monday night. But it's going to be pretty hard to keep me away from.
Are we going to hear Everyone's Trying to Be My Baby? Everybody's Trying to Be My Baby on Monday night?
Well, right now I don't know who is going to back me.
They'll know it, though.
Huh?
They'll know it.
Well, if we don't have any problem there, I sure will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Carl, the time has gone, sadly. I mean, we had so much stuff to play and so much to talk about, but the time has run out.
Well, Raj, I can look you right in the eye, Hoss, and say that it's really been a fast hour for me. I thank you so very much. To those people who are listening, God bless you all, and it's a great pleasure to be in your country. I hope to see you Monday night.
Definitely. And after that, we hope to see you back again soon.
Thank you. I hope to return.
Great. Okay, Carl Perkins, that's about it. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Hey, où est le Purple Pussycat Club?
Try 307 Finchley Road, Hampstead, Northwest 3.